Joining us now from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia's Foreign Minister Adel Al-Jubeir. Mr. Minister, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You know that there is skepticism around the world, here in Washington, all over, of the latest explanation about the disappearance and then death of Jamal Khashoggi. I want to give you a chance to kind of lay out the latest explanation and how you came to this.
We had an individual who came to the consulate. He was approached by members of the Saudi security team. They told us that he left the consulate. They came back to Saudi Arabia, filed their report to that effect. The custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz, dispatched a team to investigate in Turkey with the Turkish authorities. The reports we were getting from Turkey did not comport with the reports that the team had provided to us after they returned to Saudi Arabia. The king then directed the public prosecutor to launch an investigation, which he did about 9 days ago. He discovered that there were discrepancies. We discovered that he was killed in the consulate. We don't know in terms of details how. We don't know where the body is. The public prosecutor then put out orders to detain 18 individuals for questioning and possibly facing trial. And the king also dismissed a number of senior officials in this area. This, Brett, is the first step of a long journey. We are determined to uncover every stone. We are determined to find out all the facts, and we are determined to punish those who are responsible for this murder. And we are determined to ensure that the institution that we have that deals with intelligence has checks and balances in it, and to ensure that something like this can never happen.
Why did it take 18 days for the Saudi story to kind of gel? You know, at first it was that he walked out of the consulate, and then it was silence for a while, and then this detailed explanation minus, you know, where the body is and who ordered it.
We had reports that indicated that he left the consulate, and then, as I mentioned, our investigating team in Turkey discovered that there are elements that contradict what was in the report. When we ascertained ourselves of this fact, then the public prosecutor launched his investigation, and he determined that the reports that was originally filed were wrong, and that there was something that happened that was criminal. And as a consequence, we took the steps we took. But keep in mind, when you have a situation like this, you want the information that you put out to be as accurate as you possibly can. You don't want to put out speculation or hearsay or gossip, and these things take time. You may want to look back at the issue of Abu Ghraib and the timeline between when the incidents were discovered and when the U.S. government came out with an initial report of what happened. These things take time, and you want to be careful.
Do you have a message to the Khashoggi family today?
Yes, this is a terrible mistake. This is a terrible tragedy. Our condolences go out to them. We feel their pain, and I wish this didn't happen, and I wish that this could have been avoided. Unfortunately, a huge and grave mistake was made, and I assure them that those responsible will be held accountable.
An authoritarian government. You're saying that the Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman, did not know about this at all, even though there are members of this 15-person team that are closely aligned with him?
Well, Brett, first of all, we're not an authoritarian government. We're a monarchy. We have our checks and balances. We have our systems. The individuals who did this outside the scope of their authority. There obviously was a tremendous mistake made, and what